And this time I'm using small a. Okay, I've already used small a as 5, capital A as this. So I will use small b as I will define a 3 cross 3 matrix. So I have defined my first row as 1, 2, and 3. Then I will give a semicolon and define the next row as 3, 5, 6. Then again separate the second row with a semicolon and define it as this. So this is giving me a 3 cross 3 matrix. So here you can see, go to the workspace and go to B. So you will see that this is 3 cross 3 double. So when I expand this, so here you can see first row is having 1, 2, 3. A 1, 1 में 1 है, 1, 2 element is 2, 1, 3 element is 3. Similarly, 2, 1 is 3 and 2, 2 is 5 and so on. Okay, तो कैसे define किया इसको? I have defined it using this notation. मतलब मैंने the elements of first row have been separated by space and the columns are the rows are separated by semicolon. Okay, so similarly if I define x is equal to 1, 2, 4, then I give a semicolon and then define the second row, so which is 0, 1, 3. So this is my 2 cross 3 matrix. Okay, so इस तरह से you can define matrices and arrays in MATLAB. And it is case sensitive. So यहाँ पे जो है small x और capital X जो है अलग होंगे. Okay, like how you have seen in the workspace. Then you have the clearing commands. So close all will close all the figure windows. We will see that how do the figure windows come and how you have to close them, because the figure windows, they come in different window. Then you have the clear variable name. So if I want to clear some variable from here, मतलब कि मेरे को लग रहा है कि now I don't have any work of this variable, I want to just clear it off from my workspace. So what I do, I don't want my small a, I no more need it. So I'll just write clear and the variable name, that is a. So it will be cleared. See, workspace now no longer has the variable a. Is this clear? And now if I want to clear the command window, अब जितना भी मैंने ये command window में लिखा है, I want to clear it all. So I will just use CLC, which is clear the command window. So command window has been cleared. Similarly, if I want to clear the entire workspace, I will just say clear all. It will clear the workspace. तो आपकी जो ये workspace है ये खाली हो गई है. The variables are not there. Now you can freshly define. So I'll use CLC. Just okay. Is this clear? All the clearing commands. You can use clear and the variable name to clear a particular variable. You can use clear all to clear all the variable, or you can use CLC to clear the command window. Okay, and the close all command is to close all the figures. That we'll take up when we move to the scripts defined in the script. Then there is help command. Okay, help command in MATLAB, which will give the details about the various built-in functions in MATLAB. मतलब कि MATLAB में बहुत सारे built-in functions होते हैं, जैसे कि if I want to see say help say sum. Okay, then you will see the entire documentation that MATLAB has for this built-in command sum. मतलब क्या है, sum कैसे यूज करना है और किस तरह से यूज करना है, all that will be given in this. तो जैसे जब भी कभी जैसे help sign, okay, so it will give us about sign. You can use, then you can use sign of say 4 या 40. So it is giving us the value in radians. Okay, sign of argument in radians. That's what you can see. So that's how I said that MATLAB is very, very user friendly. Okay. So it will also give related commands at the bottom. So you can see here a sine, sine D, sine pi. So all these are, a sine is for sine inverse, sine D is for sine in degrees. If you want the output in degrees, you can have this. Then you have sine pi. Okay, so likewise, you can make use of the help command, and in your self pace, you can make use of all those things and write a good code. Okay, so basic data types, as I said, that it works with arrays. So it works with scalars, vectors, and arrays. So,
hello, Priyanka ma'am.
Yes.
Anupam here. Please record the session if you can.
I think the host will be able to do that, sir.
Ma'am, only host can do that.
Yeah, so I am the co-host. I think Tej, if he's there, please
Okay,
record.
okay, ma'am. Okay.
Okay, so then you can have scalars, vectors, arrays. Then you can assign the variables. Then you have row versus column, as I had showed you. So and now I'm just clearing my command window. I'm defining a scalar with a is equal to 4. So this is my scalar which has been stored in a equal to 4. So here you can see an answer. एक यहाँ पे answer करके variable आ रहा है, which is 0.7451. This is actually what we gave. Sin of 40 जो मैंने लिखा था, उसके लिए मैंने कोई variable assign नहीं किया था. I did not assign any variable for this. That is why MATLAB has taken its own predefined variable, that is ANS, which stands for answer. It will take. उसी तरह से if I give 4 here or maybe another just a number, and answer will be replaced. It will be replaced by 5 because I have not assigned any variable to 5. Okay, is this clear? So this is inbuilt function for MATLAB. So you can see the documentation for this also. Answer is a variable of type double, it is saying. Okay, so this I have defined a scalar. I told you how to define a vector. So here again I am defining a row vector of 1 cross 4. So we have 1 cross 4, then we can define a matrix. So I'm defining M is equal to 2 by 2 matrix, 1, 2, separate the rows by semicolon, and I have a 2 by 2 matrix. So hence you can define, so the assigning of the variables is always from right to left. Whatever there is in right, it will be assigned to the variable in left. Okay, with the help of this type of equation.
मैम वो आप राइट साइड में वर्कस्पेस में एम को ऊपर क्यों डिस्प्ले कर रहे हैं?
किसको? इसको?
एम को मैम ऊपर क्यों डिस्प्ले कर रहे हैं? उसको नीचे आना चाहिए था ना. एम जो है मैम वो एक्स के नीचे आना चाहिए था ना.
नहीं, ऐसा कुछ नहीं है. इट इज अल्फाबेटिकल पे हो रहा है स्टोर. Okay, so variables are again case sensitive. That's what we have seen. Small x is different from big X. Then you have some scalar operations. Plus, minus. For multiplication, you have the asterisk. For division, you have backslash. Then you have the front slash, and then you have the backslash as well for left division and right division. There are two kinds of division in MATLAB. For matrices, right and left division, what are they? We will see all that. So this is the power function. You can use log exp for exponential. Then you have power 2, that is power to the power of 2. Then you have for square root, you have sqrt, sine, cos, tan. All these are built in. A sine, a cos, a tan are for sine inverse, cos inverse, tan inverse respectively. Then you have this for remainder, round, seal, floor. All these are rounding off functions. All this you can see here. So I have defined one matrix M, and now I will define N as again a 2 by 2 matrix. So 2, 4, and this is 5, 7. So this is my another matrix. Now if I want to add them, I will just say add another matrix, say A is equal to, if I don't give a variable, then it will store it in A and S. So M plus N. So this will carry out the element wise addition, the usual addition. So you can see 1 plus 2 gives us 3, 2 plus 4 is giving us 6, 4 plus 5 is 9, 5 plus 7 is 12. Similarly, you have the subtraction, M minus N is giving us the element wise subtraction. So now if I want the thing that I was talking about, backslash and front slash, before that we will see the inverse. So I is equal to, say, inverse of M. So it is giving me the inverse. All of you know the formula for inverse, that is a joint of the matrix divided by the determinant of the matrix. That's how this inverse is calculated. If I do say I'm storing it in some other variable, say Z is equal to M backslash N. So what this is giving me? Can anyone tell me? What is happening here?
M into N inverse.
M into inverse of N.
M into N inverse.
Yes, very good, very good. I think those are my B-batch students.
Yes, ma'am.
Okay,
Yes,
so
ma'am.
here what is happening is M backslash N is giving us M into inverse of N. So if you see the inverse of N is this, and where is your M? M also is here. So M into inverse of N, that is the usual matrix multiplication of M and the inverse of N, is given by backslash. Okay, similarly, if you have say capital M or I1 is equal to M, I think this is the front slash M by N will give you, what is this? The opposite. So here you have, what will be the opposite? When we have M backslash N, we had M into inverse of N. In this case, you will have
N into inverse of
N into inverse of M. Okay. So this is how the division of matrices is taking place in MATLAB. Okay. You can I think go to the documentation also and see all these things.
Ma'am, can you repeat the M / N?
This one?
Yes, ma'am.
Yeah, this is the N matrix multiplied by the inverse of M. Okay, so this is that. So this is the division of matrices in MATLAB.
Excuse me, ma'am.
Yes.
Ma'am, in the M / N, is it M inverse into N or is it N into M inverse?
Both are same, sir.
Both are same?
Yes, ma'am. M inverse into N or N into M inverse. I think both are same.
Matrix multiplication is not associative.
Yes,
Yes.
Different.
If we remember from our mathematics. So the see this slash is giving us inverse of the first matrix, that is inverse of M into B, that is N. So this is giving us inverse of M into the N, sorry. So what you need to remember, ये जो पहला मैट्रिक्स है इसका इनवर्स मल्टीप्लाइड होगा दूसरे मैट्रिक्स से. ओके, दैट मल्टीप्लिकेशन विल बी द आंसर हियर. और जो ये बैक स्लैश है इसमें क्या हो रहा है, पहला मैट्रिक्स एज इट इज इनटू द इनवर्स ऑफ द सेकेंड मैट्रिक्स, ये हो रहा है. और इसमें उल्टा हो रहा है, इनवर्स ऑफ फर्स्ट मैट्रिक्स इज मल्टीप्लाइड विद सेकेंड मैट्रिक्स. ठीक है, ऐसे इसको रिमेंबर करना है. Okay, so now we have M is equal to the normal multiplication, that is M star N. Let's see what happens. तो ये तो अपना यूजुअल मल्टीप्लिकेशन आएगा. फ्रॉम मैथमेटिक्स वी नो मैट्रिक्स मल्टीप्लिकेशन कैसे जाता है. फर्स्ट रो इनटू द फर्स्ट कॉलम ऑफ द सेकंड मैट्रिक्स, ऐसे जाता है ना. I think all of you know that. If I give instead m1 is equal to m dot star n, ठीक है. In this case, see, both are different. Here I have done the usual matrix multiplication. Here I have used the dot star, which is giving me the element wise multiplication. If you see the m and n, let me type in again, m and this is n. So the m dot star n will give me the element wise multiplication. So that is 1 into 2 is giving me 2. 4 into 5 is giving me 20. 2 into 4 is giving me 8. 5 into 7 is giving me 35. So whenever you are using dot, it will give you the element wise operation, element wise arithmetic. Okay. Similarly, you can have the division also in dot, that will give you the element wise. So if I want to do m dot backslash n, so it will give me the element by element division of m and n. Okay, so you can see again here, 1 divided by 2 is giving me 0.5, 4 divided by 5 is giving me 0.8, 2 divided by 4 is giving me 0.5, and 5 divided by 7 is giving me 0.7143. Okay. So dot,
what will happen? We use some function.
See the documentation, it will give you the sum. It will give you the sum of the vector that whatever you have specified in the bracket. I think if you say sum of m is, it is giving me 5 and 7. So please guess what is it? What is it doing?
कॉलम को ऐड कर रहे हैं.
मैम रोज को ऐड कर रहे हो.
कॉलम
हम कॉलम को ऐड कर रहे हैं.
It is adding column element.
So instead, where is my array? I think I've not x is my array. So let me write sum of capital X. Yeah. Now can you tell me what is happening? See, your X is here. So it has, what it is doing?
हम सारे एलिमेंट्स को ऐड कर दिया.
See, in both the cases, it has added the row wise elements. तो पहले sum of m जब हमने लिखा, तब फिर क्या हुआ इसमें? Sum of m, right? So where is my m? M is here. So it has added 1 plus 2 and given us 5. 4 plus 5 has given us 7. And when we added sum of x, it has added, since there is only one row, it has given us only one answer by adding the elements in the row. Okay.
मैम रो ऐड करेगी, कॉलम ऐड हो रहा है.
कॉलम
होगा.
Yeah, column
हो रहा है मैम. 1 plus 2 5
में कॉलम हो रहा है.
Yes, column. So now there are some special variables by the name of pi. If you say pi, it is inbuilt for pi 3.1416. Okay, you can have many numbers after the decimal by changing the format. So if I just say format long and then I type pi, it will give me close to how many? I think 12 or 15 digits after the decimal places. Okay. By default, the format for MATLAB is only 4 digits after the decimal. That is the format short. Okay. Likewise, you have many formats in MATLAB. So which are long E. You can have a short E. That is, if I write format long E. So what it does is, it will, now if I give pi, it is giving me the answer in terms of E. So that is 15 digits plus exponent. Okay, exponent here means 10 to the power. ठीक है, 10 to the power और plus 00 जो आ रहा है वो 10 की power बन जाएगी. Fine. So I will go back to format short. So when I give pi here, now again it is giving me 4 decimals. So it depends upon your underlying problem, what format you are comfortable with, or if you are doing a very rigorous experiment in which the variation is only after the 15th decimal digit, then you can go for all these formats. Okay. So you have many formats like format short, long, short E, short ENG. Short ENG means plus exponent with exponent being powers of 1000. Okay, then you have short G, format short G, in which you have 5 total digits with or without exponent. Okay, then you have long E, long G, in which 15 total digits with or without exponent. So similarly, you have the format bank, where dollars and cents format is there. Format hex, where hexadecimal display of bits will be there. Format rat, approximate ratio of small integers is there. Then you have format compact, which suppresses the extra line feeds. And then you have format loose, which restore extra line feeds. And then you have format plus, only signs are printed. That is, plus signs is printed. Okay, so likewise, you have many formats in MATLAB. So coming back to the variables, already inbuilt variables, we have seen pi. Then you have I also here. So I'll just clear the command window. I'm sorry. So I, if I type in I, it is giving me the imaginary number. Similarly, J also is imaginary number in MATLAB. But if you assign something else, I is equal to say 4, what is happening? Now, value of I has become 4 instead of this imaginary number. Okay. Then you have INF for infinity, then NaN, not a number, for 0 by 0. And ANS already I said, last displayed result, if you have not assigned a variable. Then you have END. See, here END is a very beautiful way of MATLAB. So A is equal to, if I, okay, we already have X. So if I want to extract the last element of the array X, then in some other array, say small x, I will just say, or is somebody requesting to annotate the shared? Okay. Okay, so if I have x of, let's see, x of end, I am extracting the last element of the array x. So it is giving me 4. Similarly, if I extract the last element of the matrix M, then I will get 5. Okay, the last element. So end is the last element of array. Then you have real max, largest real number, int max, largest integer, and so on. So you can play around with all these things. There are n number of things. So the semicolon.
We can use end only for arrays, right? Matrix.
Yeah, matrix also. See, I have used for matrix also. M is a matrix here, so I have used end.
But a matrix with multiple columns and rows, then how will we define the last element? The one with the highest column number and row number?
No, the last element. See the matrix M here. What is the last element? It is 5. Even if you have a 8 by 8 or say 7 by 8, then also it is going to be end will give you the last element. There is no confusion about it.
Yes, sorry.
Okay. So now we have the display command. One is the semicolon that we already saw. If you do not give the semicolon, it displays the output. Using disp command, that disp of B will display. So if we want to display say X, let's see what happens. So it has displayed the array X. Okay. Similarly, if I want to display a string, first of all, a string is stored in MATLAB using a single inverted comma, and the display command will always, will always take whatever is there in this bracket as a string, and then it will display. So this you can see in the help disk. If you do, then it will say it displays the array X without printing the array name and or additional description information. If X is a string or character array, the text is displayed. Okay, so if you want to display a string, you have to use the single inverted comma. And then you have other options also to display, that is fprintf. So display some text, as I said, that you have to use a single inverted comma. And if you want to concatenate a number with the string, you can use this. So supposing I have this here I don't have a fact value, the variable with the name fact value, but I have a variable with a name A. So I can just change it to a string, that is number to a string, using the function num to str, that is number to string. And so here you have seen the concatenation of the string factorial value is with the number A. So the output is factorial value is 4. There is no space here. You can give a space after the inverted comma here. So if you give a space here, it will be displayed in the, so we have got the space here. So this is the concatenation of string with the number. So if you have a number stored in a variable and you want to display it along with some text, then you can use this format. You have to first use the round bracket, then use the square bracket, and write the text in the inverted single inverted comma, separate it with column, use the function num to str, and give the input for converting to string in the round bracket in the num to str, and then close all the brackets. And that's how you can concatenate the string with the number. Okay, so these are the display functions. So more advanced output is using fprintf. This is very common in other languages also. It is in fact the same as in the other languages. So here what happens is it uses the data type. So here 0.0f is for the floating data type. So again, I don't have any variable with the name fact value, so I will just use A, and \n is the delimiter, and you have the ampersand f. Am I right? Sorry, not ampersand. This is the percentage f and inverted comma. So here what is happening? You are displaying the same output, but in a different format, and this time the number is not converted to string, but it is assigned a data type, floating data type. So factorial value is 4. Okay, with the data type, you're taking the number as it is along with the data type and then concatenating a string to number. Okay.
Why is it not shown 4.0? Only 4.
I think that you have to use something else. Then I think you can use.
Okay. Okay.
Yes.
You mentioned that the factorial value is 0.0% s. That's why.
This is for the data type.
Yes.
You have to specify it to the number. You can change that. So
and
if
how we can display the
you can use this is for new line, but this command here, that is percentage 0.0f or 0.0s, they will specify the data type, whether we want it in integer format or whether we want it in floating type, decimal type. So there are there are a set of things for that. I'll just let you know.
मैम लेकिन F में तो अभी फ्लोट
0.1 अगर लिख देंगे तो शायद हो जाएगा.
नहीं, सी देखो इसमें मैं चेंज कर रही हूँ. आई एम जस्ट गिविंग इट परसेंटेज F. लेट मी नॉट maybe say if I give it as some 4.2 F. Let's see if it works. Yeah, now it is giving me 2 decimal places. So since I specified here 2.2 F, then it is giving me 2 decimals after. Similarly, you can change, I guess, if I give 4. Yeah, it is giving me 4 here. So I think you can go to the help option for this and learn more about what is happening here. So here you can see all the documentation has appeared. Fprintf. So yeah, returns 0.00 if you have. So percentage 6.2F is giving us, you know, the values after the decimal. Similarly, 12.8, 0.8 is giving us 8 decimals after the. So that's how we have. So similarly, you have percentage D. Percentage D is for display value of integers. So if I write here percentage D and I want here is pi. Let's see if what is happening. So it is giving me 3 point and plus 004. So display value, it should have displayed as an integer. Oh, okay. So F it has become. I'm sorry. Only D.
Excuse me, ma'am. Ma'am, by default, which type of value does this command windows take?
Which
By default, like
double. We have seen here. If you click on any of the variable, it will display here double.
thank you. Sorry.
Okay, so percentage E, you have various in this floating data types or exponential format, floating point format. You have, okay, so these are the some advanced display output using advanced functions. Okay, so then you have the plot function using the plot command. So if we define 2 arrays, say X and Y, and we plot, we want to plot. So I will just give the command plot. So which all can we plot here? Maybe, okay, so before plotting, let us learn another way of defining the array in another format. So if I'm giving X is equal to, I want to display a range from 1 to 10 in steps of 0.1. Okay, so I will use 1 colon in steps 0.1 colon 10. So this is another way of representing the array from 1 to 10 in steps of 0.1. मतलब कि किसी भी इन दो एंट्रीज के बीच में 0.1 होगा. Yes?
मैम स्क्रीन थोड़ा बड़ा करेंगी, बिल्कुल बहुत स्मॉल साइज है, the font and all.
Okay, font is small size. I'll just zoom in.
Yeah, please.
Zoom option is disabled. I think this much is the maximum that I can do.
We can also
we can
also
the
zoom
font
in.
size.
Control plus plus.
Yes, ma'am. You can please, ma'am, scroll your screen.
Oh, I'm trying with the
Control and scroll your screen with mouse.
That's what I'm doing. It's not
You
happening.
can do control plus. It's
Yeah, that's
working.
MATLAB शायद allow नहीं करता ये function.
Ma'am, there is a zoom option for the participants also, so the participant
yes,
can
ma'am.
directly do it by
पार्टिसिपेंट्स खुद अपना जूम कर सकते हैं स्क्रीन को.
Control
यस 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 जो स्क्रीन पे विजिबल होगा उनके लिए.
Yeah. It's working for me. Git control plus. It's working. Thank you very much.
okay.
Control plus
So
works.
you can define the array like this. यूजिंग दिस, मतलब पहला जो आप देंगे दैट इज द इनिशियल वैल्यू ऑफ द रेंज, द लास्ट डिजिट विल बी द फाइनल वैल्यू ऑफ द रेंज, और जो ये बीच की वैल्यू आएगी वो ये स्पेसिफाई करेगी कि आपको दो नंबर्स के बीच में कितना डिफरेंस चाहिए। तो मैंने यहाँ पे 0.1 लिया है, तो हमारे कैसे आएगा देखो इसमें, तो 1, दूसरी एंट्री है 1.1, 1.2, तो ये क्या है, ये अरे किस तरह का है, यू हैव टू सी इन दिस, इट्स एक्चुअली 1/91 डबल। तो हमारे पास 91 वैल्यूज आ गई हैं इसकी, ये देखिए 1/91 अरे हो गया ये, तो 1, 1.1, 1.2, 1.3 इस तरह से आ गई हैं। ठीक है, सो दिस इज अनदर वे ऑफ डिफाइनिंग एन अरे। नाउ आई वांट टू प्लॉट y इज इक्वल टू x. This time I'm using dot here because I want element wise operation, x square minus or plus 1. And now if I say plot of x comma y, it should give me a plot between x and y. So here you can see this plot. And wherever you go to the cursor, it will give you the value of x and y at that. So here you have x as 4.8 and y corresponding y is 24.4. तो ये तो हुआ फिगर, पर यहाँ ध्यान देने वाली ये बात है कि जब हमने y को मेंशन किया है x के टर्म्स में, तो हमने यहाँ पे डॉट यूज किया है, x डॉट पावर 2। अगर हम ऐसा नहीं करते तो हमारे पास सिर्फ एक ही एंट्री आती। तो यहां देखेंगे हम x स्क्वायर, लेट्स सी व्हाट हैपेंस, इट इज गिविंग मी एन एरर। क्यों? क्योंकि x क्या है, 1/91 का डबल है, मतलब 91 एंट्रीज हैं इसमें, और y को हम अगर x स्क्वायर प्लस 1 लिखेंगे तो इट इज सेइंग इनकरेक्ट डायमेंशंस फॉर रेजिंग अ मैट्रिक्स टू अ पावर। Okay, check that the matrix is square and power is a scalar. To perform element-wise matrix powers, use dot star. ठीक है, अगर इसी को if I don't want it to be power, but I will just say 2 times 2 star. Let's see, मतलब 2x plus 1 कर रही हूं मैं y को, तो ये आ रहा है, we are multiplying the matrix x, the array x with a scalar 2. Whenever it is a scalar multiplication, तो आपको डॉट यूज करने की जरूरत नहीं है, but when it is a matrix to the or array to the power, raised to the power, then you have to use the dot to get the element wise. Okay, इसी में अगर मैं डॉट भी लगा देती हूं, if I use 2 dot star, तो भी सेम चीज आएगी। यहाँ पे आप अपने वर्क स्पेस में देख सकते हैं कि y is also 1/91 डबल। ओके, अगर मैं y को से x और क्या हो सकता है हमारा x plus 1, let it be x plus 1. Okay, addition with a scalar, so again it is going to give me 1/91 double. So addition, multiplication and subtraction of a matrix or array with a scalar need not have the dot use करने की जरूरत नहीं है, whereas the multiplication, power and the division need to have the dot before you can actually plot them. Okay.
Ma'am, I didn't get the 1/91 double thing.
This one 1/91 मतलब एक तरह से 1/91 का मैट्रिक्स, रो मैट्रिक्स, okay, with the 91 columns, that is 1/91 double.
Ma'am, but why it is forming up?
क्योंकि x is what? x is 1/91, 91 एंट्रीज हैं x में, तो y ने जब हमने x plus 1 किया तो for every x it has calculated y. Similarly, when we did y equal to 2x plus 1, so for every x there is y. They have calculated y. लेकिन यहाँ क्या हुआ, यहाँ पे डॉट यूज करने पे ही एलिमेंट वाइज, मतलब यहाँ पे 91 एंट्रीज आई। जब हम यहाँ डॉट यूज नहीं कर रहे तब ये हमको कह रहा है, इट इज गिविंग एन एरर। व्हाई? बिकॉज x इज अ रो मैट्रिक्स ऑफ विद 91 एंट्रीज। ठीक है,
Ma'am, can we deduce that 1 by 50 1 by 50 entries
Why you
or
want to
increase it?
Yes, you can. You just change the यहाँ पे जो ये इंक्रीमेंट दिया है इसको 0.01 कर दो तो और ज्यादा एंट्रीज आ जाएगी. x is equal to 1 to 0 points. मैं तो आपको प्लॉट बता रही थी एक तरह से, क्योंकि प्लॉट में जितनी ज्यादा वैल्यूज हो उतना अच्छा हमारा ग्राफ होता है ना. तो अब देखो x में कितनी वैल्यूज है, 901 आ गई हैं, 1 by 901 डबल. तो अब हम अगर x को y को कैलकुलेट करेंगे, से y इज इक्वल टू x प्लस 1, तो इसमें भी क्या आएंगी, 901 वैल्यूज आ जाएंगी.
Okay, ma'am. So we are increasing the precision of our plot.
Yes, by getting more values.
मैम आपने अभी कमांड क्या डाला था जिससे इसमें 901 वैल्यूज हो गई, एक बार फिर बताना.
मैंने ये जो बीच का जो है ना, ये बीच का जो इंक्रीमेंट है जो हमने 0.1 से किया था स्टार्टिंग में, उसको मैंने 0.01 कर दिया.
ओके मैम.
दो नंबर के बीच का जो डिफरेंस है उसको मैंने और कम कर दिया.
ओके मैम.
मैम ये कमांड हमेशा ये एरे को एपी के फॉर्म में ही डिक्लेयर करता है क्या?
किसके फॉर्म में?
अरिथमेटिक प्रोग्रेशन के फॉर्म में, मतलब ऐसे बढ़ाता जाता है लगातार 0.01.
नहीं, मैं समझी नहीं आपकी डाउट, नहीं समझी मैं.
मैम मतलब इसको जैसे ये सिंगल रो में है, इसको अगर दो हम लोग को एरे को जैसे 2 डायमेंशन में करना होता तो कैसे करते फिर?
2 डायमेंशन में तो इस तरह से आप डिफाइन ही नहीं कर सकते. पहली बात तो ये तो एरे डिफाइन करने के लिए है. 2 डायमेंशन तो मैट्रिक्स होता है इसमें मैटलैब में.
यस मैम. ओके मैम. ओके.
ठीक है.
So maximum कितना अटेंड कर सकते हैं अपन प्रिसीजन, जैसे 1001 ये सॉरी 9001?
So the precision here, na, MATLAB precision is actually defined with EPS. If you go and see EPS, it will give you 2 to the power of minus 52. ठीक है. अगर किसी भी दो एंट्रीज के बीच में इससे कम गैप होता है, इससे कम गैप होता है तो वो नहीं माना जाएगा, वो इतने तक में आकर के रुक जाएगा. That is the MATLAB precision. मशीन प्रिसिशन जिसको बोलते हैं, आजकल सारे मशीनों का यही प्रिसिशन है कि पॉइंट के बाद में, सिंगल में अगर हम देखें तो पॉइंट के बाद में आई थिंक 52 डेसिमल प्लेसेस तक वो ले सकता है. उससे ज्यादा अगर होती हैं तो वो कट करके 52 डेसिमल प्लेसेस तक ही डिफरेंस बताएगा. ठीक है. दिस इज द MATLAB precision by
okay ma'am.
Okay, so we have seen the plot command. Now you can have some hands on. आप ये ट्राई कर सकते हैं, जैसे x को यहाँ पे 0 से लेकर के 5 तक डिफाइन किया है in steps of 0.1, and you can directly so let me just define this and do it for you here. CLC. So x is equal to, you can either use the square bracket like this, or even if you don't use, that is also fine. So 0 and steps of 0.1 till 5. I'm using semicolon just to suppress the output so that there are unnecessary columns, outputs here. So here, see what I'm doing. I am plotting it directly, the x with sin x in blue dash line. So here dash is my line style and blue is my line color. And again, I'm plotting x with cos x in red dashed line. So this is a single dash and this is double dash. Okay, line style here has become dash and the line color has become red. So let's see what happens. Oh, invalid color or line style it is showing me. So maybe, okay. Again, it is giving me error. So no, why?
Ma'am, I think it should be R minus minus and B minus.
राइट में होता है माइनस.
Yes, ma'am.
Okay, let me just see here. Sin x, comma. Okay, first I think according to my students, we should have the color first, specify the color first, and then specify the line style. I hope this works. Otherwise, we will have to go and look into the documentation of plot. Okay, so that is the best part of MATLAB. If you do not remember the pattern, just go and check out their documentation, and you'll be good to go. So, so we have two plots on the same window, same figure window. You have the sine plot, which is in the blue color, and you have the cos plot, which is in the red color. So here, if I want to change the line style, I think I wanted to use the dashed line style here. So you can have the dashed line style here. So this is how you can plot two plots in the same window. This is all about plot. Okay, similarly, you can have the size of y. You can check out the size. So if I say size of x, so it is giving me 1/51. There are 51 entries, and it is giving me returning me two numbers, which are giving me the number of rows and columns. So 1 row and 51 columns. This is the size function. Yes.
There is one doubt. The plot we are showing is a continuous plot, and the entries are basically discrete in nature. Is there any plot which basically give me the plot in the form of discrete form? Like if I make a plot of x with sin x with x, and I want the entries to be discrete only.
You can use the marker style. You can only only if you want to just see the points. That's what you mean, right? So
yes, ma'am.
Just use the marker style as say, see here. So I have changed the line to star here. So it is only displaying the points, discrete points here. Okay.
Okay, thank you.
Okay, so similarly, you have many more marker styles. You can just say plus here instead of minus. So if I give plus here, then I think I will get plus. Okay. Okay, so there is something called as hold on. If you still want to plot more plots on the same plot, then you can just say hold on. So I think I would like you all to try this on. Please try this on your computers.
Excuse me.
Yes.
Ma'am, I have given instruction, but how can we plot it?
See, first we plotted the two plots with this command. That was clear. Then I said that you can use the hold on command. See, I have given this plot. Okay, this plot command, जिससे कि दो plots आ गए on the same. Then I gave hold on. ठीक है? Hold on means
प्लॉट करेंगे, जैसे जो इंस्ट्रक्शन हम दे दिए, एक्स की वैल्यू दे दी, उसके बाद बोल दिए प्लॉट करो इसका, इसके बाद प्लॉट कैसे करेंगे? रन करा के?
हाँ, आप यहाँ पे प्लॉट लिखो और देन यू हिट एंटर.
एंटर हिट करने पे फिर नीचे चला जा रहा है, प्लॉट नहीं हो पा रहा है.
आप क्लोज ऑल करो. आई थिंक आपका पिछला प्लॉट खुला हुआ होगा. टाइप क्लोज ऑल, तो जिससे क्या होगा, द ऑल अदर फिगर विंडोज विल बी क्लोज्ड and then your figure window will pop up. So hold on is clear. Hold on is for holding the same figure window for the next plot. तो इसी plot में मैंने sin x plus cos x का भी plot कर लिया. So now we have 3 plots in the same figure window.
मैम.
Yes.
मैम आपने जैसे x is equals to 0 और 0.1 और 5 लिया था मैम, तो मैम केवल उन्हीं की वैल्यूज पे sin x और cos x प्रिंट होगा.
मैंने x लिया है रेंज में, 0 से 5 की मेरी रेंज है, और उनमें एक से दूसरे नंबर के बीच में 0.1 का अंतर है. ठीक है, ये अपनी x की रेंज है. और जो प्लॉट होगा ये sin x प्लस cos x, ये इन्हीं x वैल्यू के लिए होगा. और तो कोई x दिख नहीं रहा है यहाँ पे.
यस मैम.
ओके. Okay, so arrays are most powerful aspect of MATLAB. As we said, that MATLAB is matrix laboratory. It's all about matrices. So we will see the building of arrays, colon notations we have seen, array operations and functions. So we recall how we, this is a 2 by 2 array. This is how we define the 2 by 2. We can also build arrays from existing arrays. So this is another very beautiful part of MATLAB. If you have the correct size, so if I want to construct a new array with the existing array of say मेरे पास कौन कौन से हैं यहाँ पे, कैपिटल X है एक, स्मॉल x है, स्मॉल y है, और बाकी के m और ये सब तो matrices है. So if I want to construct a new array, say b is equal to say x, capital X, and I think there is no other thing matching with capital X. So let me take small x and y, small, because they are all the same size. So now I have capital B. देखो यहाँ पे इन दोनों को concatenate कर दिया गया है, x और y को. तो यहाँ पे 952 एंट्रीज आ गई हैं. क्या हुआ इधर, पहली जो है x में 51 एंट्रीज हैं, वो आ गई. पहली 51 एंट्रीज हैं x की, और उसके बाद वाली जो एंट्रीज है 901 एंट्रीज, वो y की आ गई हैं. एंड दैट्स हाउ यू हैव 1 by 952 एंट्रीज फॉर द न्यूली कंस्ट्रक्टेड B array B. ठीक है. Similarly, you can construct B as, अगर मुझे रो में ना हो करके वो चाहिए से x semicolon, अच्छा x I changed, okay, so that's why I need something capital Y. I'm defining another 1 by 4, okay, so I'm defining it as 1, 0, 3 and 4. So this I have defined another 1 by 4 मैट्रिक्स. तो अब मेरे पास में x, कैपिटल X और कैपिटल Y जो हैं रो मैट्रिक्स आ गए हैं 1 by 4 के, मतलब 1 row and 4 columns के. तो now I will construct a new matrix Z, new array Z with x semicolon, मतलब first row as x and second row as y. तो आप देख सकते हैं यहाँ पे z क्या हो गया, z में पहली रो आ गई है x की, मतलब x में जो एलिमेंट्स थे 1 2 3 4 आर नाउ द एलिमेंट्स ऑफ फर्स्ट रो ऑफ z, and y में जो elements थे 1 0 3 4 are now the elements of second row of Z. So this is how you can build new arrays from the existing arrays. Okay, so these are also some array building functions. जैसे कि ones है, ones of m comma n will give you m by n matrix of ones. Zeros of m by n will give you m by n matrix of zeros. Then you have I of n will give you identity matrix of order n. DIAG of whatever the name you gave here will create a diagonal matrix. Diagonal of A will give the diagonal elements of that matrix, and random of m comma n will give you uniform random number array. So you can try this all here. So if I want a random matrix of say 5 rows and 6 columns, so it is giving me in the Gaussian random, if you know or if you're familiar with the probability density function, there is something called as normal distribution. It has given me the random entries from that distribution. Okay. So then you have the matrix operations, plus, minus, dot, star, dot, slash, dot, power, all that we have seen. Then you have log m, exp m, m power, square root of m. These are all for matrix operations. Okay, matrix in MATLAB, as I said, is 2-dimension. Okay, then you have sum, prod, cum sum, that is the cumulative sum. Cum prod is the cumulative product. So if you want to see this here, let us say cum sum of our capital X is giving us the cumulative sum. What is your capital X? 1, 2, 3, 4. So 1 will be as it is. The second element will be the sum of the first 2 elements. So this is 3. The third element will be the sum of the 3 elements, which is 6 here. And the last element will be the sum of its preceding elements as well. So that's how you have 10. Similarly, you have cum prod, which is cumulative product. Again, the second element will be the product of first 2 elements. Third element will be product of first 3 elements. Fourth element will be a product of first 4 elements likewise. Okay, so similarly you have the sum, you have the m power, square root of all this. You can try on your own. Min, max, mean, STDs for standard deviation. Then you have the length, size, EIGs for eigenvalues. So if you want to see what is the length, length of say m1, if I give, because I have a matrix with m1, so it is giving me 2. Okay, so what is this length specifying? The order. Okay, it is giving me, because it is a symmetric matrix, it is giving me it actually gives the highest among both rows and columns. So if I want length of do we have any other matrix? Say if I want y, let's see what. So it is giving me 901. Okay, it's not giving 1 by 900. Whichever, जिसमें rows and columns में जो भी ज़्यादा number होगा वो आपको इसमें आ जाएगा. It is useful for certain things ना. If you want to write some program in which you are only concerned with the highest number of entries, whether it is in rows or columns, in that case you can use this length. Otherwise, you have the size option in which both the dimensions are mentioned. Okay, if you just give size, then you will get both rows and columns. Okay, so these are various inbuilt functions which are very, very handy when you are actually writing a big code, or you are programming for a real time situation. Okay, so I think we can now we are good to go with doing this example. So we have this marks earned by students. We have 6 students with us: Amit, Bhavna, Chetan, Deepak, Eliza, and Farah, who have scored marks in maths, programming, data structures, and mechanics. Okay, so these are the marks. So what you need to do is you have to create a 6 by 3 matrix with the name all marks to contain marks for first 3 courses. First 3 courses are maths, programming and structures. Okay. And then append the marks for mechanics course to all marks. मतलब कि इस कोर्स के मार्क्स आपको बाद में ऐड करने हैं उस मैट्रिक्स से. ठीक है. Do the following computations. Mechanics course was out of 50. Scale the marks to half. Extract row 3 and give the marks to Chetan. Also calculate his total marks. I think, can you start doing this? I will just, yeah, please do it. Are you all able to do? What you have to do here is you have to first create a matrix of 6 by 3 in which you have the first three subjects. Okay. All marks. So you can create, say, all marks is equal to, or maybe I can give it as an assignment. I want to quickly finish up with the script and functions.
Yes, ma'am, that will be better.
Yes, ma'am, we can continue.
I think what I will do is I will take this up again when I'm discussing the script. We can write this in a form of MATLAB script. Okay, so I'll take this up again. It is nothing but just playing around with the array. So not a very big thing. So okay, so we have certain loops in MATLAB which are very similar to what we have in other programming languages also. So there is a for loop which will execute the commands or the statements given here for how many ever times whatever is specified here. So here it is specified as 1 to 10. So it will execute this many times. Okay, so this is the pattern for loop. So we will see one example. Before that, I think we can see the while loop also, which is similar to the for loop pattern wise, but the main difference here is that the condition is specified here rather than the number of times it should be executed. The condition is given, means all these statements will be executed till the time this condition holds, provided that you increase this counter by 1 every time the loop is being executed. Okay, so we will see the example of for and while. So I have this while. So here I have created a MATLAB script from, you can go to the tab, go to the menu, and you can open. You can go to new, and when you do the script, there are many options here. There is script, there is live script, there's function, live function. So the script is what is called the M file also. Live script also we will see in the next session, and function also is there, which is nothing but all these inbuilt functions, like how we saw the sine, cos, all that is inbuilt in MATLAB. So that if time permits, we can go to function also. But now, for now, we have seen the script. So if you open a script, something like this will open with untitled, and you have to save it. But while saving, what you have to note is the name of the file should not start with any special character. Means it should not start with an ampersand or a number or exclamation or star, any special character. It should always start with an alphabet. Alphabet can be capital, can be small, anything. And the name should not have any spaces. Okay, so here I have named this file as while_loop_demo. Okay, so this way you should name it. So I think this is okay. We can see a program to calculate the value of x square minus 3x plus 2 for the values of x from -1 to 3 in steps of 0.1, and then we can plot it. So what is happening here is, as good programming practices, you should always start with CLC, close all, and clear all also if you want. So here I have taken the n is equal to 1. N I have taken it to store the index. Okay, because for plotting we need two arrays. Okay, if you have 10 entries in X, you must have 10 entries in Y also, so that you get a plot. So to store those entries, to store the indices like X1, like for X1 you should have one Y1. So since I'm demonstrating it using for loop, so that's why I need to take this n. Otherwise you can directly go to the command window, and how we did in the last plot demo, you can directly go there. So what is happening here? I have taken I from -1 to 3 in steps of 0.1. So now this loop will start with the -1 and run till I attains the value of 3. I is now stored in x of n. That means x1, the first entry of x array is I now. Okay, so this for the first iteration, x1 will become -1, and y1 is -1 square minus 3 into -1 plus 2. That will be the value of y. And now we increase n equal to n plus 1. So that means n has become 2 now. It goes back again. The value of I now becomes -1 plus 0.1. Okay, because it is increasing in steps of 0.1. And n has become 2 now. So now x2 has become the next value of I, which is minus 1 plus 0.1. And accordingly, y2 is being calculated. And again, you increase n. Okay. And the loop will go on till I attains the value of 3. Okay. After I has crossed the value of 3, the loop will stop running and it will come to this code. Okay. So now to run this, I just have to go to the editor menu. There is this run option. I'm sorry, not like this. So to run this, what you have to do, it is showing me some error. For loop, vectors must be of the same length. So it is giving me an error that these two are not of the same length. So I think I should use a dot here. No, it is not happening. Vectors must be of the same length. So
Space after I.
Sorry?
There's a space after I.
No, that does not matter in this. It is saying that, x and y are not of the same length. That's what it is saying. The space hardly matters. So, the point of using this n equal to n is specifying the index. So I don't know why this is happening. There's no need of dot here because we are dealing with only one value at a time. So
Ma'am, maybe the n will replace I and I will replace n in x and y both.
No. N is separate. N is for the index and I has been specified as -1 to 3 here. So I is separate. I is in the range. I mean, we are giving a range to this and N is for the index. It starts with 1 as the MATLAB index is starting. So every time we increase, the index is also increasing. So what is happening is, I think for the last iteration, the values are not matching. That's what is happening. I mean, for the second last one, both are coming. For the last one, it is going here. N is increasing and then that's why it is coming an error. That's what I feel.
N equals n plus 0.1.
No, index should be 1, 2, 3 like that, na? We are not taking n equal to -1 here. N is starting from 1. There's some other, I don't know why it is saying vectors must be of the same length.
मैम जैसे फॉर लूप के अंदर में अपन ऐसे करते हैं ना कि आई को पहले एक वैल्यू दे देते हैं, उसके बाद फिर अपन है ना उसकी वैल्यू इंक्रीमेंट करते जाते हैं एक एक से। तो मैम ना इसमें तो आपने जब ये आई इक्वल टू ये दिखाया तो आई तो एक मैट्रिक्स बन गई ना पूरी की पूरी, तो उसकी वैल्यू धीरे धीरे इंक्रीमेंट कहाँ हुई?
क्यों नहीं हुई?
नहीं मैं मतलब कि आपने ऐसे लिख दिया कि i बराबर -1 से पूरा, तो हम ये तो पूरा कमांड उसके लिए होता है कि i को पूरा एक मैट्रिक्स बना देगा। वो अपन ने बड़ी सी मैट्रिक्स बनाई थी ना, वो -1 से लेकर 3 तक
वो उसके लिए थी। बट फॉर द फॉर लूप यहाँ पे जब हम i इक्वल टू इस तरह से देते हैं ना, तो यही सेम होता है। बट ये एट द सेम टाइम पूरी मैट्रिक्स इसको नहीं लेगा। एट द सेम टाइम वो पहले आपको एक एक वैल्यू लेके चलेगा। जब वो लूप ऑपरेट करेगा तो एक एक वैल्यू लेके चलेगा।
अच्छा ओके
A की वैल्यू अब देखिए 3 आ रही है, तो मतलब लास्ट वैल्यू पे वो पहुंच गया है, और n आपका 42 हो गया है, और आपके x और y में 41 तो आई डोंट नो व्हाई इट इज सेइंग कि error using plot. Okay, now it is saying error using plot. So okay, so I think I should just remove this. Let's see now. Invalid color or line style. What is happening?
Excuse me, ma'am.
Yes.
I mean, C language index start from 0.
Yes, but in MATLAB it will start. It starts with 1.
Okay.
Okay, so now I think the error has been resolved. You can see the plot, and you can see the values also here in the workspace. And n is going all the way till 42. So if I just say here, say 0.5, what will happen? Can anybody say? कौन सी वैल्यूज कम होंगी जब मैं यहाँ पे ये 0.5 दे दूंगी?
हम कर्व स्मूथ नहीं होगा.
कर्व तो स्मूथ नहीं होगा, बट यहाँ पे क्या चेंजेस होंगे?
मैम n की वैल्यू चेंज होगी और 41 और जो y x = 1 × 41 था वो चेंज हो जाएगा.
Yes, so see here you
वो
can
कम हो
see
जाएगा.
n is having only 10, मतलब कि x और y में जो है 9 एंट्रीज हैं. यहाँ देखेंगे 1/9, तो 9 एंट्रीज हैं. वो कैसे हुई? क्योंकि हमने ये जो बीच का इंक्रीमेंट है वो कम कर दिया, वो मतलब ज्यादा कर दिया. पहले 0.1 था, अभी 0.5 कर दिया. तो इफ आई डू 0.2, so it is giving me n equal to 22, and the x and y are having 21 entries. Okay, so this concept of this index
Hello,
is
Priyanka ma'am.
clear? Yes.
Ma'am, I send the attendance link in chat box.
Yes.
It will be on for 15 minutes. After that, we will close it. So all the participants must submit the attendance link. And one announcement from our side: 80% attendance. Who has 80% attendance, that participant will get the certificates. Thank you.
So participants, please fill in your attendance in the.
Ma'am, but the form is not accepting responses. It is only accepting responses
Yes, ma'am,
from
it does not
the
accept.
owners.
Okay, now it's accepting. Please go ahead.
Okay.
Can you please send it again?
What attendance?
Yes, ma'am. Form,
Actually,
attendance
the
form.
attendance form is not accepting responses right now.
I think sir has again.
activate it. मैम लिंक नहीं शो कर रहा है मैम चैट बॉक्स में.
Yes, it is working now. A lot of attendance are coming. Don't worry.
Yes, ma'am. It's now working.
It's not working out right now.
Okay.
It's working. I have submitted.
Okay, so this was for loop. For loop
Ma'am?
demo. Yes.
Ma'am, this was you need permission.
It's activated now. Retry once.
एक बार
If it's not working, close it then again.
मैम ये वो you need permission बोलो.
Yes, ma'am. For some, it's still asking for permission.
एक बार close करके.
Ma'am, it's not working, ma'am.
Ma'am,
Close the form once and retry to open it.
I retried several times.
actually, when we first
Email
open
go,
the
ma'am,
form, it is asking about the permission, but again, if you will restart the page, then it is accepting it.
Already submitted it.
Okay. So we have seen the for loop demo. We have seen the script also. We have seen how to store that and what are the conditions associated while naming the script. Okay. तो यहाँ पे एक दो चीजें और आपको ध्यान में देनी है। जब आप इस फाइल को क्रिएट कर देते हो तो आपको, जब इस फाइल को रन करते हो तो यू हैव टू सी द डायरेक्टरी। जैसे मेरे केस में मैटलैब डायरेक्टरी में ये स्टोर हुई है तो मेरे करंट फोल्डर में आ गई है। मान लो यहाँ कोई और डायरेक्टरी खुली हुई है, जैसे इफ आई हैव ओपन सम अदर डायरेक्टरी एंड नाउ इफ आई ट्राई टू रन दिस, तो मुझे एरर आ जाएगी। नहीं, अभी तो आ रही है ये, बट it's not stored in this directory. Okay, because the MATLAB is open. So function, that applies for function, not for scripts. We will see that later. So this is clear, the MATLAB M file. So for loop is used when a set of operations are to be repeated a specific number of times. Examples can be to take out the first 10 terms of Fibonacci series, find the factorial of a number n. So that also we can see factorial of a number. So this is the command with which you take the input from the user. Use the keyword input in the round brackets, in the single inverted comma, enter the number, whatever output you want to display to the user to take the input. And here I have used the variable fact value equal to 1. Checked the condition if n equal to 0. तो यहाँ 2 बार equal to लगाने का मतलब है that I am checking whether this n is equal to 0 or not. Single equal to का मतलब है assigning. Double equal to का मतलब है logical operator, that is you are checking whether n is 0 or not. If n is a 0, then you have to display that factorial of 0 is 1. Else if n is greater than 0 and modulus of n comma 1, मतलब रिमाइंडर n का 1 के साथ में 0 है, ये दोनों ही कंडीशन एट द सेम टाइम ट्रू होनी चाहिए, तब जाकर के ये कंडीशन, ये स्टेटमेंट्स एग्जीक्यूट होंगे. फॉर i is going from 1 to the specified number n, fact value में fact value into I. Every time I is increasing, the fact value is multiplying it. Okay. Deepti, Meena, please mute yourself. Okay. And if this is not true, then if nothing, if ये भी true नहीं है और ये भी true नहीं है, तो फिर आपको last में चला जाएगा and it will display that input is not valid. So when we run this, if I give 0, it is in the first itself. मतलब ये 0 हो गया मेरा नंबर, तो ये
not visible. फैक्टोरियल वाला जो प्रोग्राम बता रहे हैं वो स्क्रीन पे नहीं दिख रहा, विजिबल नहीं हो रहा मैम.
किसी को विजिबल नहीं हो रहा है क्या?
It's visible to us now.
No, ma'am.
Visible, ma'am.
Visible है.
It's visible, ma'am.
Now it's visible. Okay.
Okay. Visible. तो जब मैंने यहाँ पे 0 दिया तो फिर ये पहले ही इसमें पहले इफ स्टेटमेंट में ही जाकर के एंड हो गया, क्योंकि ये फुलफिल हो गई, n 0 हो गया तो ये डिस्प्ले हो गया, उसके आगे इसको चेक करने की जरूरत ही नहीं पड़ी. वापस से मैं रन करके इसको मैं देती हूँ 6. तो पहले इसमें गया तो ये क्या था, ये ट्रू नहीं हुआ, मतलब n इस बार 6 है तो 0 ना हुआ, नहीं हुआ, तो इसलिए वो else if में गया और यहाँ पे चेक किया तो n क्या है, ग्रेटर देन 0 है, 6 इज ग्रेटर देन 0, यस, एंड 6,1 जब इसका मॉड्यूलस लेते हैं, मतलब रिमाइंडर लेते हैं, तो 0 आता है, तो ये कंडीशन ट्रू हो गई. तो इस केस में फॉर लूप में ये चला गया और फैक्टोरियल इसने कैलकुलेट कर लिया और फैक्टोरियल वैल्यू इज फैक्ट वैल्यू जो कि 720 आ गई. तो एवरी टाइम कैसे जा रहा है ये लूप, i में 1 है, ठीक है, फैक्ट वैल्यू में ऑलरेडी क्या है, 1 है, तो 1 इंटू आई तो 1, तो फैक्ट वैल्यू में 1 आ गया. अब वापस ऊपर गया, i क्या हो गया, 2 हो गया, और फैक्ट वैल्यू में 1 था तो 1 इंटू 2, तो फैक्ट वैल्यू में अब आ गया 2. वापस गया ऊपर तो i इक्वल टू 3 हो गया अभी। तो फैक्ट वैल्यू में क्या था, 2 था पहले, तो 2 इंटू 3 विच इज 6, तो 6 इज नाउ इन फैक्ट वैल्यू। अब i का क्या वैल्यू हो गई, 4 हो गई, और फैक्ट वैल्यू क्या है 6, तो 6 इंटू 4 दैट इज 24 आ गया फैक्ट वैल्यू में। फिर से ऊपर गया तो i क्या हुआ, 5 हो गया, और फैक्ट वैल्यू में क्या है 24, तो 24 इंटू 5 इज गिविंग अस 120, राइट। उसके बाद में फिर वापस गया i इक्वल टू 6, तो i इक्वल टू 6 आने के बाद फैक्ट वैल्यू में क्या था 120, तो 120 इंटू 6 इज गिविंग अस 720। अब 6 के बाहर वो जाएगा नहीं क्योंकि n की वैल्यू लास्ट 6 थी। फिर ये डिस्प्ले हो गया, फैक्टोरियल वैल्यू इज दिस एंड इट हैज एंडेड। अब फिर से वापस मैं रन कर रही हूं, इफ आई गिव -4 तब देखो इनपुट इज नॉट वैलिड, मतलब इसने पहली कंडीशन चेक की, ये ट्रू नहीं हुई। फिर ये एल्स इफ में गया, ये दोनों कंडीशन चेक की, ये ट्रू नहीं हुई -4 के लिए। फिर ये लास्ट में एल्स वाले इसमें गया और हेंस इसने इनपुट इज नॉट वैलिड कह दिया यहाँ पर। ठीक है, दिस इज हाउ द एग्जीक्यूशन इज एक्चुअली हैपनिंग। ओके, सो दिस वाज एंड व्हाइल लूप। आप इसी प्रोग्राम को व्हाइल लूप से भी कर सकते हैं, बट उसमें क्या करेंगे कि आपको एक कंडीशन देनी होगी। जैसे कि फॉर एग्जांपल मैंने यहाँ लिया है फाइंड ऑल द टर्म्स ऑफ फिबोनाची सीरीज लेस देन द वैल्यू 200। तो आप एक फिबोनाची सीरीज, इफ यू नो दैट दे आर एक्चुअली द सम ऑफ द प्रीवियस टू, ओके, तो ये इसमें आप स्पेसिफाई कर देंगे सम शुड बी लेस देन 200, और फिर वो प्लस करके इफ यू कैन राइट द व्हाइल वाला, you will be able to get. Okay, so script मैंने बताया files containing sequence of MATLAB commands. So MATLAB statements are executed as if typed on command prompt, and functions we are not seeing now. So scripts share the variables with workspace from where it was called. Typically that means MATLAB workspace. Okay, तो यहाँ पे ये जो workspace है इसी में सारी स्टोर होती हैं, मतलब इसमें जो भी हम यहाँ पे कोड लिखते हैं वो सारा कोड यहाँ पे भी रन हो जाता है। बट हम इसमें इसलिए स्टोर भी करते हैं क्योंकि हमें बाद में वापस अगर उस प्रोग्राम को लेना पड़े तो यहाँ की ये हमें नहीं मिल पाती है सही से, जिससे कि ये स्टोर हो जाता है एंड वी हैव दैट सेट ऑफ कमांड्स रेडी फॉर अस टू यूज इट नेक्स्ट टाइम। एंड सो you can write a script to, I just showed you the script to calculate the factorial, and you can use the scripts when you want to make small calculations. So coming back to that example of marks, so if we want to create, anybody has done this? Anybody has done this? Hello?
No, ma'am. No, ma'am.
Nobody has done it? Please try to do it using the script. I'm sharing the PPT again. Yes, now I think you can make a script M file which is having all marks, मतलब all marks के नाम से आप 6x3 का मैट्रिक्स बनाएंगे जिसमें कि पहले 3 कोर्स के एंट्रीज हों। ठीक है, रो वाइज अगर आप चल रहे हैं, मतलब अमित के मार्क्स रो वाइज में 3 इसमें है, 6x3 का बनाना है आपको, तो दैट मीन्स यू शुड हैव 6 rows and 3 columns. So 24, 44 and 36 should be the entries for the first row. 52, 57, 68 should be the entries for second row. 66, 53, 69 should be entries for third row. 85, 40 and 86 for fourth, and so on. Okay. उसके बाद में आपको अपेंड द मार्क्स फॉर मैकेनिक्स कोर्स टू ऑल मार्क्स, मतलब आप मैकेनिक्स के लिए अलग से एक एरे बनाएंगे और उसको आप इस ऑल मार्क्स के साथ में जोड़ लेंगे। ठीक है, कैसे जोड़ना है दो मैट्रिसेस को ये मैंने बताया था। आपको इसको नया कॉलम बनाना है तो आपको क्या करना है, ऑल मार्क्स इज इक्वल टू स्क्वायर ब्रैकेट ओपन करके ऑल मार्क्स कॉमा मैकेनिक्स कर देना है, तो यू विल हैव द एंटायर मैट्रिक्स and then you can use do this simple computation. Mechanics course was out of 50, scale the marks to half. तो मैकेनिक्स कोर्स को आपको बेसिकली स्केलर डिवीजन करना है यहाँ पे। तो मैकेनिक्स जो है सारे मार्क्स को आपको डिवाइडेड बाय 2 करना है। देन यू हैव टू एक्सट्रैक्ट रो 3 एंड गिव द मार्क्स टू चेतन। एक्सट्रैक्ट रो 3 मतलब कि तो ये वाली जो रो है ऑल मार्क्स ऑफ 3, ऑल मार्क्स ऑफ 3 मतलब ऑल मार्क्स राउंड ब्रैकेट 3 करेंगे तो आपको चेतन के मार्क्स मिल जाएंगे। I'll give the marks to Chetan. Also calculate his total marks. तो total marks आप sum use कर सकते हैं। sum open the bracket all marks of 3। अगर आप all marks of 3 को किसी और वेरिएबल में चेतन equal to all marks of 3 कर देते हैं, then you can say sum of Chetan will give you the total marks. Okay. Then you can extract the marks of best students Deepak and Farah for first 3 courses. तो दीपक और फारा कहाँ पर हैं? Is 1, 2, 3, 4th row and 6th row. So all marks of 4 comma this we need rows, right? So we will say 4 comma end है ना, ये this is the last row, and then you say column comma column को भी आप स्पेसिफाई करें किसके मार्क्स चाहिए आपको, all the marks you want. So you can just extract the अलग अलग एक्सट्रैक्ट कर सकते हैं 4th and 6th row का। Okay, so I think maybe I will just demonstrate it in MATLAB. So let me open it and say start with CLC.
Ma'am, can we start after 4:30 now?
Sorry,
अभी तो मैम 1:30 बजे तक की क्लास थी ना?
हाँ 1:30 बजे तक की है, उसके बाद में 4:30 से 6:30 will be my next session.
Okay, ma'am.
Ma'am, so should we try that example with ourselves only? If we didn't get it, then we will discuss it in the script, if you allow us. So.
I'm doing it. I'm making some marks here. तो अब देख लीजिए इसमें 24, 44, 36,
Thank you, ma'am.
36, 52, 57, 68, 52, 67, 58. Then you have 66, 53, 66, 53, and 67. You have 85, 40, 86, 85, 40, 86, 15, 47, 47, 25, and 79, 72, 82, 79, 72, 82. So this is my all marks. So let me save this as all marks example. And mechanics course will be a 1-dimension array. So this is 36, 76, 36, 76, 73, 72, 72, 28, and 91. 91.
Excuse me, ma'am.
Yes.
Ma'am, mechanics would be, ma'am, column matrix, na?
Yes, ma'am.
That's what I'm saying. तो आप करके उसको कर दो ना, I just wanted to show the transpose का मैं जो करना चाह रही थी
Okay, ma'am.
मैकेनिक्स जस्ट पुट अ डैश हियर मतलब वो जो है ना तो उसमें हो जाना चाहिए लेट्स सी। तो यहाँ पे देखिए आप मैंने यहाँ पे मैकेनिक्स को एक रो वेक्टर बनाया और जब मैंने इसको कॉन्कैटिनेट किया तो उसमें मैंने ट्रांसपोज विद दिस इन्वर्टेड कॉमा सिंगल इन्वर्टेड कॉमा से मैंने इसको कॉन्कैटिनेट किया तो ये मेरे पास में सारे मार्क्स आ गए। तो यहाँ पे अभी क्या करना है आपको I'll just show you the extraction of best students Deepak and Farah for first 3 courses. ठीक है? So let's see. Deepak will be all marks of first 3 courses इसके चाहिए. तो Deepak is actually the 4th entry and we want only the first 3. मतलब कि third इसका जो है हमारा कौन से रो में आ रहा है ये 4th row, okay, and we want the columns from 1, 2 and 3. So 1:3. Okay, so इसको अब रन करेंगे तो दीपक के आपके देखो मैंने क्या किया यहाँ पे 4th रो बोल दिया और कॉलम मुझे कौन से चाहिए 1 से लेकर के 3 तक चाहिए। ठीक है, इसी तरह से फारा हमारी जो है वो है ऑल मार्क्स में लास्ट एंट्री है उसकी लास्ट रो के जो नंबर्स हैं वो फारा के नंबर्स हैं और हमें फर्स्ट 3 सब्जेक्ट्स के चाहिए। तो लास्ट है हमारा 6th रो चाहिए हमको और फिर से फर्स्ट 3 सब्जेक्ट्स के चाहिए तो 1 से लेकर के 3 तक कॉलम। ठीक है, एंड अगेन यू सेव इट एंड रन इट तो इट इज गिविंग मी द मार्क्स ऑफ फारा ऑल्सो for the first 3 subjects. Is this clear?
Yes, ma'am.
Calculate the average marks obtained in each of the 4 courses. Scale all the marks out of 10. I think you can try all this. इसी में आप try कर सकते हैं इसको. Okay? Yes.
Ma'am, can you explain the transpose again?
Transpose यहाँ से देखिए transpose जो है सिंगल इन्वर्टेड कॉमा से आ जाता है। जैसे मैंने यहाँ पे मान लो if I have this x as 1, 2, 3. Okay, ये हो गया row vector. If I am taking the transpose, I just have to say x dash. Okay, it will give me the column vector. Okay, this is the transpose.
Okay, ma'am. Thank you.
Okay. So any doubt now I'm open to take up any doubt if somebody has any doubt.
Ma'am, I have one request, ma'am. It will be great if you share this PPT with us, ma'am, so we can have the reference of the difference function which we can use for computation.
Yes, ma'am.
Keshav Agarwal.
Yes, ma'am.
Okay, I'll share the PPT if.
मैम ये मीटिंग रिकॉर्ड करी थी क्या आपने?
हाँ, रिकॉर्ड हो रही है मीटिंग।
हाँ तो मैम ये आप भेज देना आप यहाँ पे
ठीक है भेज देंगे।
Ma'am, please share the PPT and the video recording to today's session also.
Okay.
To all the participants. Okay, ma'am. Thank you.
मैम इसमें कुछ प्रीवियस चीजें भी यूज हो रही थी क्या? मेरे समझ में नहीं आया अच्छे से लेकिन।
क्या यूज हो रही थी?
मतलब कोई प्रीवियस नॉलेज भी इसमें जरूरी था क्या? जैसे
नहीं, कोई नॉलेज नहीं यूज हो रही थी इसके अंदर। ये हम फ्रेश स्टार्ट कर रहे थे। दुर्गेश, आप पूछ रहे हैं क्या?
यस मैम, समझ नहीं आया मेरे अच्छे से।
क्या नहीं समझ आया?
मतलब क्या चल रहा था मुझे पता ही नहीं चला।
क्या चल रहा है पता ही नहीं चला?
यस मैम, दोबारा देखना पड़ेगा।
तो बेटा ये तो फिर अब इसमें मैं तो इतना ही कह सकती हूँ कि आप मैटलैब करा, आपने चालू किया था मैटलैब?
यस मैम।
मैटलैब चालू करने के बाद में जो जो चीजें मैं कर रही थी उसको आप देख रहे थे? मैं
यस मैम देख रही थी। उसको एक बार करना पड़ेगा दोबारा से।
हाँ तो आप उसमें करेंगे ना तो समझ आ जाएगा। डोंट वरी, मैटलैब में क्या है एक और चीज ये है कि उसमें डॉक्यूमेंटेशन बहुत सारे हैं। तो जो एक मैटलैब ऑन रैंप करके है इंट्रोडक्शन, वो आप देख लीजिए। अगर मेरा लेक्चर नहीं समझ में आ रहा है तो यू कैन गो एंड सी मैटलैब ऑन रैंप फॉर in that you can see introduction. So if you all do not have any other doubts, we can break for lunch, and we will meet back at 4:30 for the next.
Thank you, ma'am.
PPT मिलेगी मैम?
हाँ, मिल जाएगी आपको.
Ma'am, 4:30 we will start with the image
Thank you,
processing
ma'am.
part.
Yes. Again,
Okay.
image processing will be taken by me. So please be on time. 4:30 we will start. Okay.
Thank you, ma'am.
Thank you, ma'am.
Thank you, ma'am.
Thank you, ma'am.
Yes.
Thank you, ma'am.
Thank you.
Thank you, ma'am.
Excuse me, ma'am. Ma'am. मैम गई? कोई
मेरी
है?
आवाज आ रही
कोई
है?
वॉलंटियर है?
हेलो।
जी बोलिए।
कि अरे ये मीटिंग गूगल मीट पे नहीं हो सकती क्या? इसमें बहुत प्रॉब्लम आ रही है सिस्को वेबएक्स पर,
गूगल मीट पे
क्योंकि बार बार स्क्रीन फ्रीज हो रही है और मेरा नेट भी बहुत सही है, लेकिन फिर भी स्क्रीन फ्रीज हो रही है।
गूगल मीट पे इसलिए नहीं हो सकती क्योंकि पार्टिसिपेंट्स उसमें 100 ही अलाउ करता है मैक्सिमम, और हमारे पार्टिसिपेंट्स ज्यादा हैं।
तो आप डिफरेंट लिंक नहीं बना सकते क्या?
दो मीट कर सकते हैं ना?
डिफिकल्ट होगा ना, 3 लिंक बनानी पड़ेगी।
सब में प्रॉब्लम या हमारा पढ़ना मुश्किल हो रहा है फिर।
तो अभी
बहुत दिक्कत आ रही है इसमें, बाबर हैंग भी हो रहा है। ये ऐप दूसरे ऐप तो बढ़िया चल रहा है, लेकिन ये ऐप बिल्कुल स्लो चल रहा है और बहुत